I love your guys' love. I love your story. I love the way that you look at each other. I love that when Nathan first asked Maggie to come back home to Canada with him, you said, "I ain't going to Canada," which is kind of funny. But I also love the way that you guys have been used by God already in your marriage, and that you've been used individually and then as a couple. And so he's only going to continue to do that more and more. If you don't know, these guys are already husband and wife, but they made an intentional choice to do this today, and they did that for two different reasons. And the first reason was actually all of you. It was because they thought about you, and they thought about the support that they've gotten from you throughout their entire relationship, and they wanted you to be here to see this celebration of their love. So the first reason is you, and then the second reason I thought was really compelling as well. They said, "I want the world to know that we are committing ourselves to each other. I want the world to know that we're committing ourselves to each other," which is so cool because that's exactly what you're doing with your marriage. You are sharing a message to the world, and of course you're sharing the message that the two of you love each other, but you're sharing an even bigger message. Paul, the writer of Ephesians, he talks about husbands loving their wives, and he talks about a man will leave his father and mother, be united to his wife, but then he keeps bringing up Jesus for some reason. And what Paul is saying is that our marriages, they're about something bigger than just your love. Of course they're about your love. Of course they're a celebration of your love, but they're about something else as well. What Paul is saying, what God is saying to us about our marriages and about your marriage is that it's meant to be a picture. And it's meant to be a picture of the way that God loves his people, the way that God loves his world. And you said you wanted the world to know. But for whatever reason, we like to watch other people's relationships. We're fascinated by their love. I'm not sure why, but we are, and God knows this too. And he wants us to use this platform of marriage to show a picture to the world of what real love looks like, of what Jesus' love for his people looks like. On your absolute best day, in your highlight moments, in your best possible thing that you could ever accomplish, Jesus looks at you and he looks at your life and he says, "I'm so proud of you and I love you so much." And then also on your worst day, in your worst moments, when you do the thing that you never thought that you would do, or the thing that you never thought you'd do again, he looks at your life and he says, "I'm proud of you and I love you so much." That's the type of love that you guys are to reflect in your marriage. That type of unconditional love that Jesus has for his people. The type of love that's willing to sacrifice for each other. The type of love that's willing to set aside preferences for each other, to assume the best, to speak well of each other, to build each other up. And when you do, you not only show the world what a healthy marriage looks like, but you show the world what God's love looks like. And given all of that, you two are well on your way to continuing a healthy marriage. You guys love each other so much. And your love for each other is so, so beautiful. So lean into grace. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Don't be so hard on each other. And again, just know that the other is for you. You guys are on the same team. And if you lean into that love, if you lean into that grace, again, not only will you have a healthy marriage to show the world, but you also show the world the love of Jesus.